Okay, I'm gonna try and do this without insulting anybody. I'm gonna just make it real simple. This I've been messing with my ALCs for seasons. I was like, my account level was like 200. It's been a long time, and there's no way for me to find settings comfortable for my controller. The only reason I'm even using ALCs is so I can reduce the aim assist in this game. Why is the aim assist option tied to this screen? Why is it found here instead of here? Why are there two values anyways? If this strength of aim assist is more like acceptable for people who are playing on mouse and keyboard to fight people who are playing with controllers, then why are people who are fighting like on console not just using this aim assist? In order for me to change the aim assist, I have to use this, which means I have to interact with this, which is extremely flawed. I've gone through, it has hidden values. There's 5 2%, there's 5 1%, there's like 10 nines. Everything in between here is a value. The combinations of the 2%, the 1%, or the 0, the combination of your dead zone and where you're at on the response curve affects the acceleration pattern that you receive when you change the outer threshold. The outer threshold acceleration pattern helps disguise the issues that this response curve or any response curve has when interacting with the aim assist in this game. In order for me to comfortably play at 2% dead zone at 9 response curve, I need the second block to be more than the first block, I need 2 through 5 to be the same, and then I need it to accelerate again at I need the 6th block to be more than the 5th block and everything behind it to have moved the same amount. There's only one position where that happens. It's like 0.1 to the left of 10% of 10 response curve. There's only one spot where it happens, and in that position, there's unnecessary deceleration throughout the rest of the slope. At 1%, I need 1 through 6 to be the same, so I need 1 through 6 to have all moved the same amount. I need 7 and everything behind it to have moved more than 1 through 6. There's two positions where that happens. One position where 8 is less than 7, it feels slow, and it feels because it's decelerating immediately after where I would like it to accelerate, it feels strange. Then there's another setting where 7 is equal to 8, but 10 and 11 are not equal to 9 through 12. It doesn't matter. The point is, there's the process of adjustments I need to go through in order for me to just change the aim assist in the game. I have to make these things feel comfortable on my controller. If I play above 2%, it feels like my controller is not functioning properly. I would rather be playing at 2 and 10 than playing at 4 and 8. I've done both of these. When I'm playing at 4 and 8, it feels like my controller doesn't respond to my input the way it should. But when it starts moving, if I'm playing at this right here, and I have an acceleration pattern that I'm used to and familiar with and need to have in order for this response curve to feel comfortable, when it moves, it feels intuitive. I can drag scope and hit headshots. Though I played one game at 488, and when I was moving it, I was hitting people in their face. It was comfortable, but it felt like my controller wasn't working properly. When I was playing here, it feels like my controller is working properly, but then it feels like the game has a delay to it. It feels like it's too dull. It feels like my spear is not sharp enough, like there's not enough point to my input. If I play at this, I'm drifting too much. Ideally, I would be playing at something at roughly this position. At around this position, my controller does not drift constantly. I can't find anything that fits my controller because every time I try to find an acceleration pattern, there's flaws to it. My ability to navigate this menu is imprecise. There's hidden values to this. There's 5 2%. There's roughly 10 9 response curves. I've gone through every 2% at every 9. I've gone through every 1% at every 9. I went through 0 at every 9, and nothing is perfect. It's all flawed. And I have to do this just so I can change the aim assist in this game. It's so frustrating that I've gotten to the point where I feel like I should just buy a different controller. I should spend $60 on a new controller instead of your game, just so that I can comfortably play it, because I need to change the aim assist in this game to comfortably play it. When I'm playing at default, it feels as though the aim assist is preventing me from playing the game. It's taking my input and saying, no, you're going to do this instead. And then sometimes the game just decides to hit every shot for me. It's just ridiculous. Why are there even 2 options? I don't understand this. Why does everybody on console need stronger aim assist than everybody on PC? The reason you reduced it on PC was so that there would be less, 100% lock-on situations occurring. We don't need 100% lock-on situations to occur. Like, do you think that just because somebody's on a console that they don't know how to use their controller, they don't know how to recoil control, they don't understand how to play a video game? What is this bias? I don't understand. Why is this option in the... Why do I have to go through this to do this? Why do I have to do everything I've been doing just to try and comfortably play this game? It's ridiculous. I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. The process that I've been going through in order to just comfortably play this game is absurd. I'm clicking point by point on invisible values, finding 2s that look like 2s and 1s that look like 1s, and then just looking at how the outer threshold changes, clicking on point by point on this 9, just hoping that I'm not skipping any position. It's all imprecise. This is 9.0, but there's 9.5, there's 9.7, there's decimal values to this. There's more than one 4.1 in here. But I don't know if the difference between the 4.1 that's here and the 4.1 that's slightly to the left or right of it is any different than... It doesn't matter. At least I can observe and understand at least specifically where I'm at here. This is just 1%. This is 1%, and this is just 9, even though I'm at different positions every time. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. I cannot believe that this is what a company is presenting to players. The fact that I can't comfortably play your game even though I like it makes me want to just uninstall your game. It makes me want to buy a different controller instead of supporting you, instead of funding your ability to continue to make this game. Instead of giving you money, I'm going to give Sony money. I'm going to buy a PlayStation controller instead of buying coins in this game. Do you understand? Like, it's ridiculous. This whole process has been absurd. I'm at the point where now, like, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I've gone through every 2, I've gone through every 1, I've gone through 0, and I've gone through every 9. I tried playing at 3 and it was bad. So what I think I'm going to do now, the only avenue of adjustments that I can make currently, is to try and go to the left of 9. I can't play at default 8, but what if I play at somewhere really close to 9 and just slightly drift a little bit more? I'm drifting too much if I play at 2-8. If I'm playing at this position, if the slope starts here, it's too far, and I'm going to be drifting way too much for me to comfortably, like, shoot somebody with iron sights at range. I can't hit shots unless there's aim assist. That's how much I'm drifting. But if there's aim assist, I'm fine, because the aim assist is going to mitigate the drift a little bit. I've been doing this for way too long, and it shouldn't have taken this long. This is the only game I've ever played where you went to the advanced settings screen and there were no set values. There's no precision. Like, There's multiple ones. There's multiple ones and multiple nines. There's built-in inconsistencies into this. If I go up the outer threshold bar, there's no 19. 18, 20, 18, 20. Why does it function this way? If I go up here, there's two 28s. Instead of there being a 19, there's two 28s. If I go, oh, it looks like I'm at maximum value currently. I'm not. There's 31. And if I go back down, now I'm at a different position, but it looks like 30. Now there's a 29. Now there's 28. If I go down here, now there's a 19. But then if I go all the way back down here, there's two 9s. And there's situations where I can log out and log in, and there will be two 6s. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this screen, and why did you decide to present it to the masses? Why did you not spend any time trying to see how this would affect people, how people would interact with it before you decided to present it to the people? To your player base, to the people who you want to give you money. Why is this option basically locked behind this imprecise, inaccurate, unbelievably disgusting, and stupidly moronic system of adjustments? Ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. There's simple ways. The simplest way I like to, in order to create like a way to have set values, you just make it this right here. This is 1, this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same way that this is happening. And for the outer threshold, give players something like this, where it's a bunch of blocks on a bar to represent the blocks on the slope. Give them a bar with blocks on it so that it represents the blocks on the slope, and then allow the player to select positions on this bar to basically tell the system that they want the second block to be more than the first block, the sixth block to be more than the fifth block. So if something has been selected once, everything that has been selected and in between it and the end of the slope have moved the same amount of times. And if something has been selected behind it, then that thing and everything behind it has moved more than the things that were selected before it. Just give it some type of consistency. That way it's less of a mystery. This is the only setting screen I've ever interacted with that is literally a fucking mystery. I'm just sitting here hoping and guessing when I'm clicking on this. This is a 1% where when I move the outer threshold, 4, 6, 7 are moving. But I can click here again, and now I have an outer threshold pattern where 3, 4, and everything behind it is moving at the same time. There's five 1%s. And the only way I can go between the 1%s in order to change how my outer threshold, my acceleration pattern, is being presented to me is to just guess. Just to click randomly in a position and observe what's happening here. There's 5 of these. There's 5 1s, 5 2s. I'm gonna stop talking. I don't know what else to do. What the only avenue that I can I've been working at. I've been doing this on and off 4 seasons for a long time. I've been doing it blindly because it seems like nobody seems to understand what's actually happening on this screen. The only thing I can do is what I'm basic that if once I start going to the left, once I start playing at I'm gonna try every 2% and I'm gonna go to the left of default 9 in order to play at 8 without playing at default 8, to try and inch my way towards the position where I'm drifting too much. I'm going to start here and I'm going to 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 to the left and try and find acceleration patterns that allow me to comfortably play at whatever dead zone I'm going to be playing at. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how the process for, that's all I need to say. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. I cannot believe that this is the way it is. There are simple solutions. The simplest way is to just take this option and put it here. But then that still leaves you with this busted screen, this busted system. This system is flawed and scuffed beyond belief. This would allow me to just basically never see this screen again. If this was here, or if this option was on this screen, I would never even see this screen. This screen should not be interacted with by anybody. That's how bad it is. Undeniably, without a doubt, absurd.